So now that everything's starting to wake up around here and it's springtime, I wanted to do a quick walk around kind of tour, show you what I got going on, then talk about kind of an exciting, I wouldn't call it an initiative, but a project I want to do. Hopefully a bunch of people can join me, that'd be cool. But we're going to call it 52 Forward, and essentially we are going to get 52 projects done in the next year that will be beneficial to homesteads, right? Beneficial to my homestead for my 52, and then if everybody else would kind of do one each week, pick one thing that's more than just some small simple task, and you get it done, then, you know, ideally everybody's homestead will be significantly better a year from now. What's up, Kronk? Ready for dinner, buddy? There you go. Kronk does not like his new house. We're even trying to bait him in there with marshmallows, and he ain't falling for the bait. I think it might be the mattress. He may not like the mattress. I might have to take that out of there. I thought you would appreciate it, but apparently not. So we'll keep working on Kronk. Got to get the chicken tractors ready. We have picking up chicks here on Memorial Day, so they will spend 3 weeks in the brooder or thereabouts till they're feathered out. But obviously I got to mount a tarp there. That's not going to do very good. This tarp's shot, so that's got to come off and go on. I need to replace all these watering systems. So this watering system is a gravity fed bucket that goes down to those cups on that piece of PVC pipe. I've tried it 1,000 different ways. Each way is nothing short of an abysmal failure. So we're going to try something different. And I'll make sure to take a video of that. But it seems to be working for other people that raise chickens in this fashion. That tarp's shot. These tarps are about 4 or 5 years old now, so they only last so long. These guys here are still good, these two. That one we replaced last year. You can see it's still shiny. So I'll show everybody the new watering system, but hopefully it's, you know, a time saver instead of what I got right now, which is a huge time waster. There's my cows. See if we can zoom in on them guys, huh? What's up, cows? They're in a larger than normal paddock, only because it's like triangular shaped. It's on the edge of the pasture there, so I'm gonna let them have that for probably like 3 days, and then there'll be time to move them. Let me show you the most effective fly control method I've found so far. I've tried traps, tried all kinds of things, but the thing that works the best is this sticky paper that you just kind of wrap around an object. It's designed to be hung on like a wall or something, but I just use Gorilla Tape, wrap it around a barrel. Look at all them flies. I just put this out yesterday. And then you can see how there's less flies on this side than this side. It's because they like the sunny side, right? So every once in a while I'll just come out here and turn it. And now more flies will be attracted to this side. And, you know, tomorrow it'll be full. Throw it away and start again. You can see how I do my paddock segregation. So this strip here is where they were for a day and a half. I try and let them eat like 30 to 50% of what's there and then move them off. It recovers very quickly that way. To move through this whole pasture, take the cows probably 15 days. And then they'll be on to another one. By the time they come back here, it'll all be grown up again. So back to the idea for 52 Forward. Like I said, you can walk around your homestead, no matter how big or small it is, and you can probably pick a few projects that you want to get done, right? And then do them, right? You don't have to come up with all 52 at once, but pick a couple that gets you through a month. And as you see these larger projects, but not enormous, so something that would take like a week or 5 days or maybe one full day, as you chip them away, then obviously you'll be happy that that's done. It'll be motivation to keep doing it. So I got a list of like 10 projects to do. And once those are done, I'm sure my list will expand to 50 real quick. And then we can make some real progress. And then we can kind of keep each other accountable, right? So I'll post about mine, you post about yours, and then everybody's kind of learning from each other, maybe sharing project ideas and getting stuff done. Here's my raised bed. This fennel is 3 years old, keeps coming back every year. It's a good looking fennel plant. I don't do anything for it. I got mint coming up in here. Again, planted last year, haven't done anything. Got a couple little weeds in there. And that is a black walnut tree. Came up all on its own. So I'll let it go and then I'll transplant it somewhere where I want it. I got chickens in my garden. Bad chickens. Get going. I planted these fig trees out of pots. They're fresh, so they're a little droopy in the leaves there. They're going through some transplant shock, but they will they'll come back, I think. My hard time is keeping figs through the winter. I really struggle with that. I kill fig trees every year, but I've never had them this big. So let these guys kind of perk up. I'll get them mulched and hopefully they make it. This apple tree I planted last year, it made it through the winter, came back. And over here is last year's fig tree. As you can see, deader than dead. So that didn't do so well. Here's some Jerusalem artichoke, otherwise known as sunchokes. They're gonna do well for me. I didn't eat any last year. I let it grow and then I left all the tubers in the ground to seed. And here's potato that's growing all on its own. I didn't plant that last year either. That's 2 years old. So this year I'll probably harvest some, but we'll see. This bed is my transplant hardwood cuttings. So here we have mulberry, doing pretty well. I think I got 100% that kind of budded out on me. These are hybrid poplar. They're doing great. These are all going to get planted around the perimeter. And then these are elderberry. Not at 100%, but a very high percentage the elderberry did. It seems like the thicker they are, the thicker the cuttings, the more likely they are to kind of leaf out. You can see some of these thin guys here. I didn't get anything out of. But anything kind of pool stick thickness or better, I got very good, I guess, life, germination, whatever you want to call it. It did really well. Hey, told you guys to get going. Let's go. Feed it. Good luck, huh? As soon as I turn my back, they're going to be back. Big projects for the next year is to get, there's 3 ducks in here somewhere, is to get them over into Kronkerstan. So I'm going to make a laneway. These ducks are not catchable. I'm not going to say they're unfriendly, but they also don't like people. So I will make a laneway and I will consistently every day move their food bowl a little closer to where I want them to be, and then hopefully they end up there. I don't see them in here, but they're in there for sure. They're just hiding. The eggs we collect every day from right over here, and we've done a very good job of keeping them in the same nest by using 3 fake wooden eggs. So the ducks come and they consistently lay right in that spot. If I were to take all their eggs from a nest and then take their wooden eggs away, they would pick a new nest because they think it's, you know, compromised. But as long as those 3 fake ones hang out there, they're like, oh, this nest is cool. They forget that they laid eggs there the other day and they keep coming back to it. Another project is to take out a lot of what's in this little space here and turn it into kind of a food forest. So we got a whole lot of autumn olive. We got some mulberry in there. We got a lot of junk. I don't know what this guy is. Looks like a walnut, but I don't know. The bark doesn't look like walnut. Could be sumac. I'll have to get into the weeds on that guy. Get into the weeds. This big is thing is a dead apple tree, completely dead. So that's gonna have to come out. Get a lot of this viney overstory out, and then this will open up nicely. and then I'm going to plant this with a lot of fruit trees. A lot of that was elderberry cuttings, things like that, and then see what I can do for a ground layer as well. That's about I don't know, a tenth of an acre there. I could grow a ton of food there, and whatever I don't eat, we can obviously feed to the pigs. Got a couple healthy walnuts. That's a healthy walnut. That's probably 25 feet tall. Too tall to transplant, so, but it ain't gonna be good for this, so it's gonna get cut out. And then there's another dead apple in the middle. I got a couple good cherries on the other side, so I'll keep those, but most of this stuff's getting cut out. I have a lot of luck with some trees. I don't even remember what these three are. I planted them when I first bought this property. They're in a heavily shaded area, so they're old. They're all three the same age. Not very tall, but they're very hardy. So once I get my little plant app up, I'll see what they are, and then hopefully they're fruit bearing. Hopefully they're also not heavily rooted trees, because I planted them into my leach field for my septic tank, which is never smart, but I did it anyway because I didn't know what I was doing. For years now, I've been kind of training these hazelnut bushes to make a little archway through here. You can see that. So got this rhododendron. I got two rhododendrons here. This one always blooms a month after that one. So that one's got these big purple flowers. This one gets white flowers, and it will bloom as these flowers start to fall. This rhododendron used to be enormous. It's a beautiful bush. It used to be all the way up there. It's huge. It's still quite large, but we had a super heavy snowfall 2 years ago, and it really messed this thing up. Took a huge chunk out of it. So I'm going to do whatever I can to save this bush, because it's beautiful and I want it to keep coming back year after year. These hazels, I'm a little aggressive with pruning them. I don't eat the hazelnuts, the squirrels do. I feed them to the pigs sometimes, but really what I want is just I want them to be there so that I can use them in the future wherever I deem fit. So I prune them heavily on the outsides here, let them get nice and tall, and then later on I can air prune and repot. Yeah, what's up, Kronk? I reduced Kronk's area. You can see it used to be all out here. And I dumped a bunch of sawdust down because this is where he liked to go to the bathroom too. And he used to sunbathe here, so now he has to sunbathe up over there. You can see he's been rooting a little. What's up, buddy? What's up? Yeah, that's a good boy. Kronk is a good pig. Might need to cut his teeth. Let's see them tusks, buddy, huh? Let's see them. Oh yeah, look at them things. Might need to get you a little tooth job there. Trim them up. Oh, don't get too close to the fence. I don't want to be responsible for shocking you. Speaking of pigs, the meat pigs have moved into their paddock. They finally got brave enough to cross the threshold of the old fence line. Let's see what they're up to right now. Ah, they're up in this area. Probably gonna freak out. Huh? You guys gonna freak out for me? Or are we gonna be cool today? We're gonna be semi-cool, huh? What's up? You wanna say hi? Wanna say hi? Don't run away. Come say hi. What's up, guys? Yeah. What's up, piggies? Man, look at all them. Look at all them snouts. Look at all them snouts. What's up, guys? How many I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Everybody's accounted for. That's good. Let's go see how much you ate out of the new feeder, huh? I'm glad I made this pathway years ago, because it makes walking down into the woods very convenient, and driving down here with the Kubota also convenient. I'm a little overkill on the electrification here, so I run the hot net, the pig net, right? And then on the inside, I run a separate hot wire on a separate charger. That's why you see the two chargers here. So both are carrying 8 to 10,000 volts. If the pigs hit that wire, they back up. They don't even challenge the fence. After the great pig escape of a couple years ago, I take really no chances with these guys. I don't need them getting out. Fortunately, They spend a good 3 weeks in there. So when they retreat to home base. They retreat to the area of highest captivity, which is what you want. So if they were to get out, they're really just going to try and get back. Let's go check out the feeder. Yeah, so they need food. I was trying to train them to this thing and train them to come out here. So I'm being a little sparing with the feed. You can still see some up in there they can get, but I need to bring them some food. They're going to come down here and check me out right now. This thing here, worth its weight in gold. So if you're feeding pigs in the woods in any real quantity, get you one of these feeders sooner than later. What's up, guys? I'll be right back with chow. Oh yeah, everybody's excited. Everybody's excited. What's up, piggies? What's up? So excited. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's food time, I know. Alright, let's feed the pigs. You can see how they respect the fence. They'll come right up to the edge, but they know it hurts. So they don't challenge it. Alright, let's go get you guys some chow. That's an exciting time. Another thing I do is I mix kelp and a good hog mineral in with their feed. I believe it makes them healthier, creates a better product, and they spread, you know, the kelp is loaded with micronutrients that they spread through their manure all throughout my pasture. So if you can do it, do it. This Kubota's worth its weight in gold. Pig's all panicked, but they'll be back. They'll be back. They'll be curious. They'll be back, especially after I dump this first bag of food. Come on, guys. Let's get some chow. on, guys. Feed up. Feed up. So now they have to decide what's more interesting, running away or eating. So this is the first time I will have filled this feeder with the pigs around. So one important thing is you got to make sure that you set the depth of the little, I guess, feed pyramid. I don't know what to call it. You'll see in a second here. There's a device inside. This is going to freak them out. That was a little stiff. Anyway, that pyramid right there, right? So I have it all the way up right now. I don't know if you can really see, but that thing needs to be about 2 inches off the bottom. And you set that using a crank on this side. You need to do it while it's empty. Once you pour all your feed in there, there is no adjusting that. It's just going to be where it's going to be. So you need to just look. These guys they're like, you're not really a threat. We're cool. We're cool. We're just going to come over here and eat while you work. Good. Good pigs. So I'm going to go ahead and set that just by turning this crank. It's got this little locking mechanism right here on top. Just locks into these grooves. And we'll set it to about 2 inches off the bottom, and then we'll get this thing filled. You're okay, guys. You're okay. They'll be right back. They run away from the noise and can't resist the food. It's okay, guys. So since the pigs are new to this feeder and it's the first time, they're a little skittish. Oh, also, gotta watch out for those guys. I don't know if you see that tick. Lots of ticks this year. But since they're a little skittish, they're able to be spooked away. In about a month or two, they are not gonna care that I'm in here. They're gonna be all in my business. So where I can pitch 10 bags of feed over the fence so I don't gotta keep hopping the fence, I won't be able to do that in a couple months. So the trick is to never let them get hungry. They need constant access to food from here on out, all the way to butcher day. So never let the feeder get empty, or if you do, know that you cannot do this. You got to carry it bag by bag. The whole time the pigs will be harassing you. So just something to be aware of. Let's get this thing filled. We're gonna do this a couple times, guys. We're gonna do this a couple times. Might as well just hang out. Gonna get indigestion running away all the time. The longer I'm out here with them, the more and more used to this distraction they get. Like I said, a couple months, they're probably 40, 50 pounds right now. A couple months, they are not going to care that I'm here. If I have the food, they're going to push me around. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, piggies? Since I don't mix my feed by like super sacks or something, I try and sprinkle the minerals and kelp every 200 pounds or so. And then you can stir it up with a stick. So I'm putting about 500 pounds in here. This should last them 10, 11, 12, 13 days, somewhere around there. Huge, huge labor savings. Already the pigs have stopped running away each time. That's how quickly they get used to things. And that's all there is to it. A lot of these tree plantings aren't doing so great. It's really my fault. I didn't clear out enough of the overstory. Got this hawthorn. That's a nice tree. I probably just picked a bad spot to plant these 6. These were willow mostly. So, but a lot of the things I did plant are doing well. For instance, right here is a live stake willow. Planted last year, coming very nice. This here is an apple, doing very nice. And then I had another little tree in here, well, but I don't see it anymore. It appears it would have been right here in the middle of this guy. Oh, there it is, right there. Look, if it was alive, it would have bit me. What do we got here? A crab apple. Also doing very nice. Just got to remember he's there. You can see my irrigation line run to all of them. That's that black line there, runs all throughout here. Some of my plants did well over the winter, some didn't. Right now there's no need to irrigate. We just had essentially a flood. So everything out here is very moist. But I do need to check on these trees. So I'm into a planted area here. I don't know if you can see those little mulch rings. They're all throughout here, and it looks like they're doing well. A couple willow stakes. This guy here. So I probably need to get in here and very carefully weed whack. Got a lot of red clover, which is fine, but I don't want it shading out my trees. So, always got work to do. So again, I'm going to starting June 1st, we'll start the 52 Forward project, initiative, whatever we want to call it. But the idea is, it's not just me, right? Like, as many people as possible, pick a thing each week for their homestead, their little property, whatever you got. Small farm, and each week we'll complete that task. We can start a dialogue about it, hopefully encourage a whole bunch of other people to do the same thing. And you know, a lot of people will improve their space, increase their productivity. And while you're out there, keep an eye out for ticks, because I just picked another one off me. So thank you very much, and have a great day.